Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio World. We have Eastside Catholic JV versus Rainier Beach baseball action here at the Southeast Athletic Complex, and we're kind of joining this game midway here in the first inning. Mix up on some things. Eastside Catholic's up to bat, and we're going to get you caught up here at the end of the inning as to where things are. But I can tell you that right now, J. D'Antonio, I'm not sure the first name, it hits a chopper to the second baseman. To throw to the shortstop we'll get the player who just headed to set of the bases were loaded, actually. And so now the play was made to second base, and now we've got runners on first and third and 2 outs. I will verify the score for you as well. Right now, Dugarabidian, at least that's how I'm reading it, is up to bat. And quick stolen base down there for D'Antonio. Andrew is on the mound, and I've only got last names for the Eastside Catholic JV squad and first names for the Rainier Beach Vikings squad. Next pitch by Wanders inside, a little bit low. That'll be a ball. Runners on second and third now. And K. Dugarabidian, I believe that's it. At the bat. Next pitch by Wander. It's a little inside. Two outs here. The righty in the switch and that's going to be a ball. That will bring up El Ria and load the bases up again for this Rainier Beach squad. Andrew on the mound. Pitching out of the stretch. Ria hits a pop up to the second baseman. Can't get it. Goes to first anyway, not in time. And so that'll be an error on the... Nope, they do get him. All right, and that will retire the side. I'll be back with you here in 1 second. Catch up on some things. All right, and here we go. Bottom of the first inning. First pitch is low to LeManuel. And this is Pennington on the mound. C. Pennington again. I have the first names for Rainier Beach. And that pitch by Pennington is lined foul down the third base line. That'll make the count 1-1. 3 runs in the top of the first for Eastside Catholic. Pennington on the mound. Pitching out of the stretch. Nobody on base. This next pitch, I could have grabbed it. Bounced right back to us. Make it 1-2 now for LeManuel. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Next pitch by Pennington. Hits LeManuel on the top of the helmet. And so he'll take first base. So Rainier Beach gets their leadoff hitter aboard, down 3-0 in the bottom of the third. Pennington on the mound now. First pitch. It's foul, and that's Talon up to bat for Rainier Beach. And after the game, we'll be announcing a player of the game for both teams. Each player of the game. Next pitch by Pennington is hit high into left center field. A couple approach it. Nice catch there by the center fielder Powell for Eastside Catholic. I believe that's C. Powell. Makes the catch in left center. So 1 down for Beach. Still a man on first base, LeManuel. Pennington pitch a little bit low, gets away from the catcher. LeManuel scoots down to second base. Jordan up to bat now for the Vikings. 1-0 is your count. You occasionally hear a pop going off. That's because track and field is also taking place nearby inside. It's going to be ball 2-1 now to Jordan. Pennington on the mound with a runner on second base for Rainier Beach. 3-0 after the top of the first inning. Eastside Catholic played at 3 runs. Rainier Beach threatening here in the bottom of the first with LeManuel on second. Reached on a hit by a pitch. And a pitch inside here, 3-1. And then on a pass ball, made it to second base, and that's where we are right now. Next pitch to Jordan. That one's going to be inside. So Beach now with runners on first and second. And Pennington hitting a batter and then pop to left center. That was caught by Powell, and Rainier Beach's pitcher Andrew up to bat now, batting from the left side. And the first pitch, I couldn't quite tell whether the ump called that a strike or not. Here's your next pitch from Pennington. That one's outside. And Curran jumps up and checks the runner at second base and makes sure he doesn't get too far off the bag. I got an eye on you. Pennington again out of the stretch. And here comes the pitch. The pitch is tipped foul on home plate. So Andrew, the pitcher for Rainier Beach, will step back into the plate, taps the plate with the bat on the far side to get his range. There's the next pitch from Pennington. It's a little outside. 2-2 is your count. All right, again, Pennington in the stretch. There's Juan, the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that'll be 2 down. So runners on first and second now. And up to bat is Wander. Batting from the right-hand side. An opportunity here to bring a run in. Tying run at the plate is Wander. This first pitch from Pennington. Swung on down to the shortstop. Shortstop takes it the long way. Ball gets away from the first baseman, so we're going to have a run score for Rainier Beach. That'll be Lemanuel, and then down to third goes Jordan. That'll make it 3-1. Now as Henson comes up the bat, batting from the right side for Rainier Beach. Pennington with runners on first and third. Again, he's been pitching out of the stretch the whole game. This pitch is lined to the third baseman. It's fair ball into left field. Another run will score for Beach. And Wander's going to end up with a single. Runners on first and second now. And it is 3-2. That'll bring up A.J. Williams, the first baseman for Rainier Beach. Williams fouls one behind the first baseline over the fence and out of play. Runners on first and second now for Rainier Beach. Couple runs across. 1 out. 2 outs for Beach, but they push a couple runs across. This is the next pitch from Pennington. And Wander lines that down the third baseline and out of bounds, out of play. Step back in the batter's box. 0-2. Pinned her up on A.J. Williams. Next pitch is low, bounces into the dirt. So heading down to third base, might be a close play. Makes it in there safely, I believe. And yes, he does. So Wander heads down to third. And Henson will be on second. 1-2 is the count, and A.J. Williams here with an opportunity to bring the tying run home and maybe even the go-ahead run. There's a pitch for Pennington. That's going to be a little bit high and inside. 2-2 now. Eastside Catholic versus Rainier Beach. This is actually the Eastside Catholic varsity squad. Excuse me, JV squad. Pitch by Pennington. Hit hard, but again, foul down the third baseline. Williams on a little ahead of that pitch. Still 2-2. Williams steps out of the box. Pitch by Pennington. It's popped up and foul. So Pennington and A.J. Williams having a little battle right here. With 2 down, scores 3-2 here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third. Pennington on the mound. Here's the pitch. Inside. It's going to be a full count now. All right, here we go. Lead payoff pitch. It's on the way. Tapped over, right across the mound. Pennington tries to get it, slows it down, and Williams is going to make it down to first base. Wander's going to score, and we are tied up at 3. That'll bring up Charles. And so, again, as we're broadcasting the game, happy to be bringing these games to you. I know a lot of folks can't get out, in particular for what we've been enduring here for the past year, and so we're really excited about bringing these games to you. I only have the first names of the Rainier Beach players and the last names of the Eastside Catholic players. His first pitch is tapped to the right of the mound, and they're going to go home with it, and that's going to be safe. Instead of going to first, Pennington went home, and Henson will score. Beach is now on top, 4-3, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So on that play, it was a little tapper just to the left of the mound on the third baseline. The pitcher got it and thought he had a shot at home and went to home where the tag had to be placed, and the Beach player, Juan Henson, slid under the tag and scored. And that'll bring up the 9th hitter in the lineup, Judge. So I gotta say it. Here come the Judge. Batting from the right side, right-handed pitcher Pennington. His pitch is fouled straight back. That'll be 0-1. Bases, runners on first and second. This pitch by Pennington is a little low. I'll make it 1-1. Runners on first and second for Beach. Beach up 4-3 here, 2 outs. The bottom of the first. A.J. Williams over there on second. Here's the pitch from Pennington. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first base. Nice snap throw down there from the catcher from Eastside Catholic, and that would be Curran. Next pitch from Pennington. Swung on, and shortstop's going to grab that one, and so that'll do it here in the bottom of the first inning, and Beach plates 4 runs to make it 4-3 now. We'll head up to the top of the second inning, and we'll be right back with you. Rainier Avenue Radio bringing you Metro League High School Baseball. We've got Eastside Catholic, the JV squad versus Rainier Beach, and As I mentioned to you before, we're going to have a player of the game, courtesy of the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners are excited um, to receive applications for the Hometown 9, open on June 19th. For more information about the fellowship program, go to mariners.com. Tonight's broadcast, again, is brought to you by the Seattle Mariners. Baseball and fans are back at T-Mobile Park. Learn more about the new and health and safety protocols. Check out the 2021 schedule and get tickets at mariners.com. And so DeLucci is up on first base. Nobody out here. That's going to bring up Gasper. G, either Gasper or Casper. Batting in a two-hole. Andrew on the mound. There's the pitch. It's low. There goes the runner down to second base. There's the throw. Throw is dropped by the second baseman, and DeLucci will get in there standing up. So DeLucci on second now in scoring position. Here in the top of the second inning, Eastside Catholic down 4-3, but threatening again. Casper at the plate, batting from the right side. Andrew out of the stretch now. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Belt high. Andrew throws back to second. Runners back safely. Nice little pickoff attempt there. But DeLucci back safely. Again, pitching out of the stretch, Andrew. There's the wind, and there's the pitch. Inside. Four to three, Beach on top. Nobody out here. The top of the second. And there's your pitch from Andrew. Swung on and fouled straight back. Welcome again to Rainier Avenue Radio, our broadcast of Eastside Catholic JV and Rainier Beach Vikings here at the Southeast Athletic Complex. It's me, Tony B, in for Juan Cotto. That's chopped foul down the third baseline. 2 strikes now for Gasper. Andrew looking to get his first out of the inning. I'm subbing for Juan Cotto, who usually does your baseball broadcast, but couldn't make it today. There's the pitch from Andrew. High. Check swing. Appeal down to first base. With 2 umps. Nobody over to first base to really appeal to. Next pitch is hit to the third base. Between third base and shortstop. That's going to make it all the way out to the left fielder. And coming around to score is DeLucci, and that's going to tie the score up at 4 apiece. Down to first base goes Gasper. And that's going to bring up C. Powell, who made that catch in left center for Eastside Catholic. Center fielder. Snap throw to first base. Gasper gets back. No outs. Nobody out here. Scores 4-4, top of the second inning. There's your pitch by Andrew. That's going to be a strike. Beautiful day out here. Southeast Athletic Complex. Next pitch swung on. Pitch is caught by the shortstop. The runner had taken off, and he's going to be doubled up now. Gasper doubled up as he was heading down to second base. Nice play by the shortstop there, and that will retire the side. But Eastside Catholic does get one across the plate. That's 2 outs. And that play was so good. Everybody said, "Well, let's just go into the dugout." And the ump said, "Oh no, wait a minute. That's 2 down." Bases are clear though, and I believe it's Barrick, in Barrick. The right fielder up to bat. Oh, and 1. Andrew trying to get out of this inning, only having allowed 1 run. And there's your next pitch. That one's high. 1 and 1. In Barrick. Next pitch. That hits the plate, bounces. Catcher stays in front of it, Wander. Next pitch by Andrew. And here it comes. That's a strike. 4 count now. As Andrew looks in, gets the signal. Still pitches out of the stretch. There's the leg kick, the wind, and there's the pitch. And that's going to actually hit Barrick on the back of the right leg, and he'll take first base. Now, I think I just heard Pennington's first name. Must be Charlie. All right, we'll work our way through this. So the pitcher for Eastside Catholic, Charlie Pennington, up the bat, batting from the left-hand side. Throws right-handed. Down to the second. There's a throw from the catcher a little bit late, and he'll get in there standing up. So 2 down, a runner on second now, and Charlie Pennington batting from the left side. Up to bat. And there's the pitch. Swung on, popped up behind third base. And that will land outside of the complex. Runner at second. Barrick. I'll get it. We'll figure it out. Taking the lead. There's your pitch. That's going to get behind the pitcher to the backstop, and Barrick will trot down to third base. So now we've got a runner at third with 2 out. Pennington batting 5th in the lineup. Swings that bat around a couple of times. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. 3-1 count now. Pennington steps back in there. And the pitch. Outside, so that'll put runners on first and third. For Eastside Catholic. Eastside Catholic threatening again with 2 outs. DP, I believe it is. Pay. I think I just heard someone call him Dell. Dylan P. Pitches low and inside to Dylan P. First baseman for Eastside Catholic. There's the next pitch. Swung on and missed. Runner goes down to second. Won't be a throw, so we've got runners on second and third now. 1-1 for Dylan P. We are all tied up at 4. Here in the top of the second. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Dylan P. or Pay. Runners on second and third. Andrew leg kick. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be high. 2-2. Here comes the pitch from Andrew. Swung on, missed, caught by the catcher, tags him out, and that's going to be 3 out for Eastside Catholic. But they do get 1 across here in the top of the second inning, and so we are all tied up at 4. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. Our regular broadcaster, Juan Cotto, couldn't make it today, so I'm in here subbing for him, and then just a little bit of confusion. I believe Eastside Catholic went to the Rainier playfield instead of the Southeast complex, so they got here a little bit late, and things got started a little late, but we've got it all together now. And the main thing is these kids are out here playing ball, and that's the beauty of this whole thing. Great job by the Metro League this year working to get all these sports happening. We've been broadcasting basketball as well. We broadcast football. Last night we had Eastside Catholic versus O'Day, which was a great game. And the playoffs will start on Friday. And so you can actually catch the Eastside Catholic girls playing the Seattle Prep girls right here on Rainier Avenue Radio at 5:45. And then in the next game, Rainier Beach Vikings boys will be taking on the Seattle Prep boys. And this is the quarterfinals, and then on the 8th we'll have the semifinals, and then on the 11th we'll have the boys and girls championship games for you. Again, tonight's game is brought to you by the Seattle Mariners. Baseball fans are back at T-Mobile Park. Learn more about new health and safety protocols. Check out the 2021 schedule and get tickets at Mariners.com. And in 2020, the Seattle Mariners introduced the Hometown 9 Fellowship Program to create access and remove barriers to participation and build a culture of inclusion by providing mentorship, financial support. And that first hit is to the third baseman. Loses the ball. And so Lemanuel, leading off the inning, is going to trot down to first base. And again, that'll bring up Talon. Now I was mentioning the Hometown 9 Fellowship is a 5-year commitment to 9 incoming 8th grade baseball and softball players from King, Pierce, and Snohomish County. The fellowship provides these players with a comprehensive support system to ensure success throughout their high school journeys, including personalized mentorship for members from the Mariners front office, and as well as offsetting the cost of competitive playing and training fees. Applications for the class of 2026 will open on June 19th. To learn more about eligibility, program goals, and other details, head online to the mariners.com/hometown9. Again, hit to the third baseman, drops the ball, pulls the runner off of first base, and so the runner at first will be safe, and that will be Talon, and down to third goes Lemanuel. So nobody out here in the bottom of the second, score tied at 5. four apiece, and Jordan will come up, batting from the right side. Charlie Pennington on the mound. Nobody out, runners on first and third. Rainier Beach varsity, and this is the Eastside Catholic junior varsity. Ball is foul as the runner on first base, Talon, was heading down to second, but he'll have to jog back to first base. Pennington on the mound. Charlie Pennington, I believe. And steps off the mound, looks at first base, and the runner slides back into first. No throw, though. Pennington's pitch again. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. The runner from third comes home and is safe. Now they've got the runner between second and third caught in the pickle. Running after him. The catcher falls down, and they do get the tag on him. But one run, Emmanuel will score. And that'll be 5 for Beach. So Talon attempted to steal second base, made it safely when he did, and the throw went to second. Runner on third came home. And in the confusion, Talon tried to take third, got caught in the pickle between second and third. Eventually got tagged out as the catcher ran all the way out there to make the play. Jordan still at bat. 1 run in, 1 out. Nobody on now. Pennington's pitch, swung on and missed. That'll be a strikeout for Charlie Pennington. That's going to bring up Rainier Beach pitcher Wander. So 2 outs now. Beach plates another run to take the 5-4 lead. Here in the bottom of the second, next pitch, it's outside. Here's a pitch from Pennington. Swung on, and that's going to just roll foul right behind the catcher. Next pitch from Pennington. Swung on and missed. 2 strikes now on Wander. So Pennington trying to get out of this with only 1 run allowed. That base running error. And it popped up over the third baseline, and that's going to be fouled out of play. Great day for baseball. Shade beginning to creep in, but no shade on the field right now. Swung on and missed. That'll be a strikeout for Charlie Pennington, and that will retire the side. Beach does get a run across to make it 5-4. Rainier Beach. And that's at the bottom. Now we head to the bottom of the second inning. So now we'll head to the top of the third. Andrew will stroll back out to the mound for Rainier Beach. 5-4. Message here from Public Health Seattle, King County. All of us have struggled through the COVID-19 pandemic, and many of our communities have been particularly hard hit. Some things definitely need to change, but a few things should stay the same, like protecting your child from serious diseases you can prevent now. Preventable diseases like measles, mumps, and whooping cough. So if camp, childcare, or in-person school are on your family's agenda, give your child a healthy, safe summer and school year by making sure they're up to date on vaccinations and well child visits. You have the power to protect. Call your health care provider to find out what vaccinations your child is due for and get an appointment today. If you need help finding a provider, visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 1-800-322-2588. Interpretation is available. Again, if you looking for a healthcare provider to find out what vaccinations your child is due for, make an appointment today. If you need help finding a provider, visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 800-322-2588. Eastside Catholic. Backup Wander on the mound. Nolan Curran lines a shot to shortstop. Throw to first in the dirt. Gets away from Williams, and so Nolan Curran's going to be safe over there at first base. D'Antonio might be Jack D'Antonio, but definitely D'Antonio at the bat now. We run around first. Again, soft grounder to the third baseman. He bobbles the ball and holds on to it, and so we'll have runners first and second for Eastside Catholic after a couple of infield hits. Infielder's having a little trouble. Could be the sun. It is blaring down right now. So Eastside Catholic with runners on first and second. And Digarabergian, we'll figure that out, takes a strike on the inside corner from Andrew. So again, I have the last names of the Eastside Catholic players, and the first names of the Rainier Beach players. And hopefully by the end of this, we'll know everybody's first and last name. Next pitch from Wander gets away. Both players will move ahead of base, so we have players on second and third now with nobody out for Eastside Catholic. 5-4 Rainier Beach. That's the score here at the top of the third inning. Again, a shot to the shortstop. This time gets the throw, and that'll make it out at first base. But Nolan Curran is going to score. And that'll tie the game up at 5. D'Antonio goes down to third base. Ray up to bat. And again, I keep hearing parents supporting their Eastside Catholic team, and so that is Luke Rio. All right, making our way through this. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying this opportunity to see these student athletes out here on the field where they should be. That pitch is going to be a little bit inside. 1 out, runner on third base for Andrew on the mound for Rainier Beach. Score all tied up at 5 at the top of the third inning. Pitch to Luke Rios, fouled over the first base line and out of play over the fence. Next pitch from Wander. Solid hit between the second baseman and the shortstop. Center fielder will grab it, and in the meantime, D'Antonio will score. That makes it 6-5. Eastside Catholic now up by 1. Throw over to first base. Ball gets away from A.J. Williams. And the runner will go all the way around Luke Rieta. Third base, DeLucci at the plate, batting for Eastside Catholic. This pitch gets away from the catcher. Luke Rieta thought about coming home, but the ball bounced off of the backstop right to the catcher. He had Andrew there covering, so he'll go back to third. DeLucci batting from the right side. Wander behind the plate. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Pitch from Andrew hits DeLucci in the back as he turns away from it, and so DeLucci will take first base. Runners on first and third now with 1 out. Eastside Catholic on top. Six to 5. Swing and a miss. And that is number 7 for Eastside Catholic, and I don't have a name to associate. Yep. That's a mistake. That's Gasper or Casper. Again, runners on first and third, Gasper or Casper on the plate here. The runner from first takes off down to second. Again, no throw. So we'll have 2 runners in scoring position for Casper. And that pitch goes over the head of Casper, ducks down and avoids the pitch. But the runners at third and second will have to hold as again the ball bounced right back to the catcher off of the backstop here. Next pitch, a little low. Eastside Catholic, 1 down, runners on second and third. Gasper at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Andrew. That one's high, so that'll be ball 4. And bases are jacked now. full of Eastside Catholic players. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Powell. Base is loaded. Here's the pitch. That one's high. So ball one to Powell. And we'll get a coach coming out to have a conversation with Andrew out here. He's got himself in a little bit of trouble with the bases loaded and one down. 1 run, 2 runs already in for Eastside Catholic. 6-5. Here in the top of the third. Coach comes out and has a little chat. Wander says, hey, just relax. Just throw it over the plate. It's all right. Here we go again. Base is loaded for Powell. Here's the pitch. High strike called. Top of the strike zone. Beach is looking for a double play here if they can to get out of this inning without any further damage. And there's Andrew. Low and inside. Next pitch from Andrew. Again, that was high and behind the head of Powell. 3-1 count. Next pitch from Andrew. And that one's high. So that's going to force in a run for Eastside Catholic. I'll make it 7-5. And only 1 out so far. And so where Andrew's going to slide over to third base. Good effort. It's hot out here. So Andrew's thrown a number of pitchers and we'll have a change in pitchers. That'll bring Henson, third baseman, to the line. Up there on the mound, he'll take a few warm-up tosses. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio, bringing you high school baseball, brought to you by Seattle Mariners. And again, after the game, we'll be awarding a player from both schools with player of the game from the Seattle Mariners, and each of those players will receive 4 tickets to an upcoming game and a gift certificate to purchase either a souvenir or something to eat. So thanks to the Seattle Mariners for sponsoring high school baseball here during this shortened spring season. And just excited to have the players back out here on the field again. Some teams have players who normally play multiple sports, and they're trying to make this all work for those who we got some players from the wrestling team who are playing for Cleveland, got some basketball players who are playing baseball, and really great story out of Cleveland. Cleveland did not have enough players to fill the team, and the wrestling team said, no, we can't let you go out like that. And so even without experience as baseball players, they grabbed the mitt and came out, and Cleveland gave it their best shot. And the competitive spirit of also healthy minds, and that's one thing that athletics does. And I think now we all know that it is also critical that we get kids moving again and participating in team sports and interacting with each other. And they are really ready for it, too. We've had some great games across the board. Most of all, just watching these student athletes get out here and compete. So Barrick again. Henson with a strike to Nick. Nick B. Again, bases loaded. Next pitch. Swung on. High to left field. That's deep. Going back, makes the catch. Tagging up. All the runners advance. Oh! And at second base, hits out, so that's going to be a double play, but the run scores. The run will count. Nice play there by the left fielder to go back on that ball, and nice throw to second base, and nice tag made by the player over there for the third out. Eight to 5 now. Eastside Catholic on front. Out in front, on top. So we'll move here to the bottom of the third. And Beach finds themselves trailing by 3. Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're watching us on either YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, welcome to High School Baseball. For those of you who are listening, whether that be through the website at RainierAvenueRadio.world or the TuneIn app, you can do that just by searching Rainier Avenue Radio. Or, of course, you can download our app for free on either Apple or Google, and then you can watch or listen. Follow Rainier Avenue Radio and see some other great things that we've got going on the station. Over 80 shows created by members of our community. Everything from talk, all kinds of talk, critical talk issues, some shows that are funny. Well, maybe they think they're funny, but that's the intention. Some stuff you might find a little weird, but it's all about amplifying the diverse voices of our community. Of course, we broadcast high school sports. We also have sports talk shows, giving you a different perspective. And here we go. Pennington on the mound. Wander, the catcher, up to bat. And that pitch is low. Charlie Pennington. That ball is hit to the second baseman. It's stopped. Throw to first. That's going to be in time, looks like, from here, and the umpire over there agrees with me. So one down for Eastside Catholic after plating 4 runs in that quarter. Pennington comes out and gets the first batter here. And Henson, who took over at the mound, is now going to be up at the plate. One down here in the bottom of the third. There's a pitch. That's a strike. Nice pitch there by Charlie Pennington. And Pennington still pitching out of the stretch. Just a little inside. Henson batting from the right side. There's the pitch from Pennington. And that's hit into center field. It should be able to make a play. And drops in front of the center fielder. Wasn't sure if he should come up and make a play on it or let it bounce. Decided to let it bounce in front of him. And Henson will be on first base with a single. That'll bring up A.J. Williams. One down. Powell attempting to make a play on the ball. Throw over to first base is high, and Henson gets back. That pitch misses. A.J. Williams. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B, subbing in for our baseball play-by-play commenter, Juan Cotto, who couldn't make it today, and that won't stop us from bringing you this game, though. So again, welcome to all you folks out there, whether you're watching or listening. Happy to be bringing you baseball. Happy to be bringing you high school sports. A.J. Williams, swing and a miss. Henson over there on first base. So one out. Runner on first. A.J. Williams pops it back over the home plate fence and out of play. Pennington trying to get out of this inning unscathed. There's the pitch. Strike, swing and a miss, and a snap throw down to first base. Runner back safely. A.J. Williams strikes out. That'll bring up Charles. Rainier Beach. Charles swings, grounds the ball into center field. So he'll be safe at first, and Henson will take second. It's Beach with two outs. Trying to get a little something going here. Runners on first and second. And I get to say it again. Here come the judge. Number 28, last name Judge. First name Judge. Last name Judge. It's the one name I have on here. Everyone else has first names, so I'm going to assume that his first name is Judge. Batting from the right side, runners on first and second. Pennington on the mound. Pennington with the pitch. And that's popped up inside. First baseman should have it. Second baseman calls for it. They let it bounce. The runner is safe, and a run comes around to score. Henson comes all the way around to second. The runner from second goes into third, and Beach gets a run across here. And all the way down to third goes Charles. And the manual leadoff hitter will be back up at the plate. 8-6 now, Eastside Catholic here in the bottom of the third. We've got a time on the play as Charles ends up on third base, but he's got something in his shoe. All right, here we are again. Emmanuel steps up. Hits one into left center. Left fielder is under it, grabs it, and that will retire the side. But Beach does get one across, and here we'll head into the top of the fourth. Eastside Catholic on top, 8-6. Got a lot of stuff planned for you in June. We've been really busy this year, along with our award-winning presentations on the impacts of the coronavirus in South Seattle broadcasts that we do every Friday. Congratulations to Rainier Avenue Radio being recognized by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the work that we've done over the course of the last year in informing our communities about the impacts of the coronavirus. And starting on March 13th, every Friday we broadcast from 1 to 3. Little did we know at that time that 14 months later we'd still be doing this program. And so if you jump on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation website, Discovery Center, check out the special presentation from Rainier Avenue Radio, and you can see the work that we did in the community and still continue to do during this period of time. And again, one of the things that has happened is, and again, people will make their own decisions whether they want to get vaccinated. I say do your due diligence and make your best decision. One of the offshoots of that is that vaccinations across the board have been down. So not only are folks who haven't vaccinated for coronavirus, vaccinations in other areas like measles, mumps, and whooping cough, those are down as well. And those are things that we've traditionally had no problem getting folks vaccinated for. If you remember polio, at one point that was a threat. You don't even hear about polio anymore. So even though all of us have struggled through the COVID-19 pandemic and many of our communities have been particularly hard hit, some things definitely need to change, but a few things should stay the same, like protecting your child from serious diseases you can prevent now. Preventable diseases, like I said, like the measles, the mumps, and whooping cough. So if camp, child care, or in-person school are on your family's agenda, give your child a healthy and safe summer and school year by making sure they're up to date on vaccinations and well child visits. You have the power to protect. Call your healthcare provider to find out what vaccinations your child is due for and make an appointment today. If you need help finding a provider, visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 800-322-2588, and interpretation is available. And so O'Connor up to bat now for Eastside Catholic. Pitch from Henson. Shortstop grabs it, drops it. So Henson's going to be safe over there at first base. That'll bring up Jack Stearns into the game now for Eastside Catholic. And O'Connor over on first base. Here's the one, there's the pitch. O'Connor takes off. Second baseman, as it's lined over second base, can't grab it. Center fielder mishandles it, gets it back into the infield, and O'Connor's going to head down to third base. So Eastside Catholic attempting to build on that lead. And J. Moe, could be Jack Moe. As I was told, there were 3 Jacks. Runners on first and third. Ball is high, inside for Henson. Next pitch from Henson. Was low in dirt. And his next pitch is swung on and hit out to right field. Right fielder goes over there. It's fair. That'll score 1. That'll plate one more for Eastside Catholic, making it 9-6. It was a high pop-up and a long run for the right fielder over there, and it landed about a foot inside the baseline. Next pitch goes to the backdrop. Catcher runs, and that'll bring up possibly Jack D'Antonio. D'Antonio definitely. That pitch is high as well. And I think I've had it confirmed that is Jack D'Antonio. Pitch from Henson, swung on, hit to the first baseman, makes the stop, runs over to first base. Another runner will score. That'll be 10-6 now. Eastside Catholic, as Jack Stearns comes around and scores. 2 down now. And that'll bring up Durgar Abidrian. First pitch from Henson is a ball. Durgar Abidrian takes the pitch. There's your next pitch. Swung on, fouled down the third baseline. Durgar Abidrian, I think I got it. Next pitch from Henson. That's a ball. Nice stop by the catcher there. And an anxious runner down at third base, waiting to cross home plate. Next pitch. And as soon as I get the name down, Durgar Abidrian takes first base. That'll bring up Luke Rhea. Now with runners on first and third. For Eastside Catholic JV squad. Swung on, popped up. Just outside of the third baseline. Unable to get over there and make the play. Will pop up. It's Luke Rhea, another swing at the bat. Pitch by Henson. This one's lined out third base, down the third baseline. Is it going to stay fair? Yes, it is fair. Over the head of the third baseman, 1 run scores. And that's a double by Luke Rhea.
Great job, Henson. Keep throwing strikes. Great job. Great job.
11-6 now for Eastside Catholic. And DeLucci will come up again, the designated hitter for Eastside Catholic. DeLucci hits one to the second baseman. Almost comes home with it, decides to go to first instead. Gets the second out. And another run will cross. 12-6 now for Eastside Catholic. Pitch from Henson. That one's popped up near the first baseline. Catcher can't find it in the sun. And so that'll send DeLucci back to the batter's box. And also Luke Rhea back to third base. Top of the fourth inning. 2 down, 12-6, Eastside Catholic in front. The pitch from Henson bounces on plate. And a fake throw down to third base. Luke Rhea kind of hanging out off that base. Pitch is swung on and fouled down the third baseline. And that's a strike. So strikeout for Henson, and that will retire the side. It's at the top of the fourth inning. Eastside Catholic 12, Rainier Beach 6. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World, our coverage of high school sports. Tony V in for Juan Cotto. Normally handles our baseball coverage. Couldn't make it today, but nothing was going to stop us from bringing you this game. And again, for you Eastside Catholic and Beach fans, we'll be bringing you basketball action tomorrow from Seattle Prep Gymnasium. We'll have the Eastside Catholic girls who'll be taking on the Seattle Prep girls. And then that will be followed by the Rainier Beach boys who'll be taking on the Seattle Prep boys. So playoff basketball coming to you next week. And that is the championship division. And so it's a opportunity for the Metro League championship. Now, if you ask me, best basketball in the state is played right here in the Metro League. So for my dollar, whoever wins the Metro League basketball championship, well, I'm going to give them state claiming rights. You are free to disagree with me. And that'll be coming up tomorrow, 5:45, the girls' game, 7:30, the boys' game from Seattle Prep. Talon.
Hey, let's have some fun out here. Let's have some fun, Beach. Let me hear you. Where you at, Beach?
So it looks like we have a new pitcher for Eastside Catholic. O'Connor's second pitch hits to the backstop. Next pitch from O'Connor to Talon. That's a ball. 2-1 count now. As we head to the bottom of the Fourth inning, new pitcher for Eastside Catholic is O'Connor. Swing and a miss. Talon actually got a piece of that and fouled it back. Next pitch from O'Connor. Full count now. And this would be what they call the payoff pitch. And here it is. Swung on. Right to the shortstop. Scoops it up. Throw to first. In time to get Talon. That was a close play as Talon was flying down the first baseline. 1 out for Eastside Catholic. And that will bring up Jordan for Rainier Beach. Jordan swings high, pop up to center field. Right fielder calls it. That was hit into right center. Makes the catch. And that will retire Jordan. 2 down now for O'Connor. 2 batters up, 2 batters down. And Wander belts a pitch out into center field for a single. Or Henson, the pitcher. First pitch swinging. So O'Connor now will be pitching with man on first base. And that will bring up Wander. There's a pitch from O'Connor. My mistake, that was not Henson. That was Andrew, who started out pitching the game and moved over to third base. And this one's hit into shallow right field, caught by the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So 1 hit allowed by the new pitcher O'Connor, but no runs across, and so that's the first inning that this crooked line wasn't put up. After 4 complete innings, we'll head to the top of the 5th. 12-6, Eastside Catholic is on top. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World, your community radio station. Again, thanks to Public Health King County. I was talking before about vaccinations, and if you were thinking about putting your child in a camp or in-person school, call your healthcare provider to find out what vaccinations your child is due. We know that there was a period of time where you couldn't get into the hospital to get this done, but vaccinations for things that are preventable, like measles and whooping cough, mumps, those are down. And so as we reintegrate back in, whatever your feelings are about COVID vaccine, these are things that we've had for a while that have kept our community safe. So if you're not sure what vaccinations your child is due for, then make an appointment. If you need help finding a provider, visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 800-322-2588. And, of course, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Seattle Mariners Baseball Fans are back at T-Mobile Park. Learn more about new health and safety protocols. Check out the 2021 schedule and get tickets at Mariners.com. Mariners, after winning 5 in a row, I ended up losing 2 out of 3 games to the division leading Oakland Athletics. Mariners will be back at it tonight. So Henson's going to be back out there on the mound again for the Beach Boys, as they affectionately call themselves, and as members of the community affectionately call the Rainier Beach boys athletic teams. (12-6). Eastside Catholic Junior Varsity, the JV squad, batting here in the top of the 5th inning. And we have finally, the shade has kind of given us a little respite from the sun here beating right down on top of us. A little cloud cover is what's happening right now. And you know what? We're a community radio station. So if you're watching and you appreciate us bringing these games to you, donations is how we survive to do what we do. So you can make a donation if you want to. $5, $10, $20, $50, $250, whatever you like. We appreciate our $5 warriors. You can do that on Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. You will see your money at work in our communities. We really have a robust internship program. Next pitch by Henson to Powell. That's a ball. Next pitch is high, and again, our internship program where we take high school students and we give them a hands-on experience in broadcast and a number of different areas. And we've seen the results actually. We've got students who've graduated from our Creative Arts Digital Media Academy who are engineering at other radio stations. We've got a former intern who's now going to Butler University calling games over there. This pitch is belted foul by Powell. Pitch is swung on down the third baseline, takes a weird hop. Pitch over to first base is not in time, pulls AJ off the bag. So that's a base hit for Charlie Powell. They'll bring up Parsonson. I believe that's right. I believe it's Parsonson. And he very well could be Charlie as well. I have C. Parsonson. At some point I'm sure. Yes, there it is. I knew. The Eastside Catholic fans. It might have been Conley. Eastside Catholic fans here supporting their team and shouting out the names to give me the first names. Well, not just to give me the names, but to let the players know they're being supported. And I'm ear hustling. Next pitch is high. So I've been able to add some names here. First names to go along with the last names. But this is actually Porter.
Great battle, Henny. Great battle, Henson.
And I believe I heard Connolly. Connolly Porter swings, catches a piece of it, fouls it behind the plate over the fence, and out of play. And all I have for the Beach players is the first name. So Henson pitching to Connolly Porter and hits him. Powell will trot down to second base. Connolly Porter will trot down to first base. Beach up 12-6 here at the top of the fifth. Jay Smith. Could it be Jack? And it is Jack. I was told there were 3 Jacks and 3 Charlies. Little chopper. And Henson unsure where to go with it. And in the interim, Powell comes home. And that'll make it 13-6 now for Eastside Catholic. Runners on first and second. First pitch to Mo. J-Mo. Not J-Lo, J-Mo. Second pitch. Slap to the shortstop. Shortstop underhand to second base. And a nice pick up there by the first baseman, but hustling down the line was Mo. And it's in there safe, and another run plates for Eastside Catholic to make it 14-6 now. Nice scoop there by A.J. Williams. J-Mo beat it out. Beach was attempting to turn the double play. And so the Rainier Beach coach challenges, I think, the safer out call over there at first base. And I don't know. Are we going to have to take this to New York? You want Rainier Avenue Radio to review it? Jack D'Antonio up the bat. Runner from second base takes off. Or excuse me, from first base takes off to second for a steal. No throw. Ball gets away, rolls back to the backstop. And another run will score. That's Connolly Porter coming in across the plate. Runner goes down to third base. That'll make it 15-6 now for Eastside Catholic. D'Antonio Henson with the pitch. Little curveball drops in there for a strike. Runner on third base. There's a pitch from Henson. That one bounces in the dirt. Next pitch is a little outside. 15-6, Eastside Catholic out in front. Again, outside there. So Jack D'Antonio will take first base. That'll bring up Jaden Zhang. Fifteen to 6 now. Eastside Catholic on top. And again, this is the Eastside Catholic JV squad taking on Rainier Beach varsity squad as they make solid effort here down at Rainier Beach to improve their baseball team. Got more players trying out this year, and second base is stolen without a throw. Jaden Zhang at the plate. Looks at a nice pitch from Henson there for a strike. Make it 1-1. Runners on second and third. Swing and a hit down to first base. Williams grabs it, steps on the base. And we'll get another run across the plate. That's Jay Moe. And that's going to make it 16. Now for Eastside Catholic. That is the 10-point run differential. And after Beach will get an opportunity here to reduce this lead, but if they don't, that could be the game. At 10 runs, they call that the mercy rule. And 16 to 6 now, Eastside Catholic on top. That's popped up. And Henson grabs it for the third out. So that will retire the side here, top of the fifth. Four more runs come across for Eastside Catholic. They're in the top of the fifth. So Beach here is, if my understanding and interpretation of the rules are correct, it's going to have to play the run here for this to go to the sixth inning. We are in the bottom of the fifth. Eastside Catholic on top, 16 to 6. There is the 10-run mercy rule. And so again, for Beach to continue. Beach is going to have to score. It's a new pitcher, Conley Porter. And up to bat here is Henson, who's been pitching for Rainier Beach, batting from the right-hand side. And here's the first pitch. It's inside. One and 0. First pitch for Conley Porter's ball. Next pitch is a wind. There's a pitch. Fouled back. Make it 1-1. Conley, and with the wind up leg kick. There's the pitch. A little bit high. Porter again with the pitch. And Henson will walk to first base now. It's Rainier Beach again. They're going to have to play the run for this game to continue. And A.J. Williams up to the plate now. 16-6. Bottom of the fifth inning. One on. Nobody out. And your current catcher, Dylan Pay, goes out to have a little chat with Conley Porter. And they'll sub a runner in for Hitson, who's been pitching. A.J. Williams hits it down the third baseline foul. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Porter's next pitch. Strike, and A.J. Williams takes a look at the third strike. Conley Porter. And that will bring up Ezra. Making his first appearance of the game. Looks at a strike. Conley Porter. 0-1. Henson over there at first base. The run that needs to come around to keep this game going for Rainier Beach. Next pitch. That's inside low. That's right, Henson was substituted for us. We've got another player down there at first base I can't identify yet. Porter pitching out of the stretch now, looking over there at first base. Pitches high and inside. Ezra steps back into the batter's box. That pitch is low. Runner takes off down to second base as it gets behind the catcher. So Beach gets that runner a little bit closer to home now. That pitch is high. And so Ezra will take first base. The Beach with one out now and runners on first and second. Taiwan up to the plate now for Rainier Beach. First pitch. That's high. Second pitch from Conley. That one's low. And again, gets away from the catcher and both runners advance. So with one out, Beach now with runners on second and third. Taiwan up to bat this pitch. That one's high. Next pitch. So that one's high as well, and Taiwan will trot down to first base, and the bases are jacked. Bases juiced for Lemanuel. This guy's a pretty good hitter. It's Rainier Beach. No, that's going to be first and second. I'm sorry. That's what I thought. First, second, and third as the runner comes back over there. So the base is full for Lemanuel. Pretty good hitter up at the plate for Beach. One down, double play ends this thing. Conley's pitch. Swung on and fouled behind the third baseline up and over the fence. That'll be 0-1 on Lemanuel. Conley is now, I'm not going to use the stretch. Winds, pitches. This one's in the dirt. So this time, Conley uses the stretch. That one's high. Two and one. There's a pitch from Conley. Strike on the inside corner there. 2-2 for Lemanuel. Pitch is low. Full count now as the runner on third dives back. No throw by the catcher. This will be the payoff pitch here. Bases loaded. One out. Lemanuel up to the plate. Conley in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball is dropped. But that'll be Lemanuel going back into the dugout there. So Taylon comes out now. Pitch is high. One and 0, bases loaded. Taylon up to bat for Rainier Beach. Next pitch. Ball 2, 2-0. Tylon ahead in the count. And this pitch. Strike. 2-1. For his next pitch. That one's high. 3-1 now. He's going to have to bring it over the plate. Next pitch. That's going to be high, and that's going to be the run that Rainier Beach needs to keep this game going. And so your substitute runner, Bendon, score that run for Rainier Beach. Pitch is high to Jordan. Base is still loaded. Conley. High again. Says, I got it, I got it. His coach comes out to have a talk with his pitcher. Eastside Catholic. The meeting out there on the mound. So there is no scoreboard. Got a little timeout action going here. And again, a very abbreviated spring training season. These teams didn't really have a chance to prepare to get ready. And Coach Rainier Beach comes out, gives a little advice to his player Jordan about batting, and on his way back, gives a pound to the Eastside Catholic catcher Dylan P. at the moment, and more conversation going on out there by Eastside Catholic, probably about how they want to play this. So that would be the left fielder, the third baseman, and the shortstop. Now they get back in their positions, and back to the mound goes Conley Porter. There's the pitch. Swung on, and that gets through, it skates through between shortstop and second base. One run scores. Second one comes around. Throw to second, ball is dropped. Third run scores. And so that cleans the bases out. 3 more runs. score for Beach. And that'll make it 16-9 now. It's a big hit there by Jordan. That pitch is low, and Jordan was leaking off of second base there, and catcher Dylan P. walked him back. Next pitch bounces into the ground. Down to third base goes the runner, slides in safe. And then the runner at first takes second, so Beach now with runners on second and third. Wander up to bat. Wander fouls that one back up into the fence. Next pitch, that one's high and inside. Two and one count to Wander. Next pitch. That one's popped up in the infield. They're going to be able to find it in the sun. Shortstop does find it. And that'll be out number 3. So 3 runs come across. And according to my scoring, that's going to make it 16-9 now as we head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio, bringing you high school baseball. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Seattle Mariners. Baseball and fans are back at T-Mobile Park. Learn more about new health and safety protocols. Check out the 2021 schedule and get tickets at mariners.com. So we'll see who comes back out here on the mound, and that's going to be Henson. Henson's still out there for Rainier Beach. DeLucci, leadoff hitter, will be leading off this inning. Top of the 6th. 16-9. Eastside Catholic out on top. Had a chance to end the game there with the mercy rule, but Beach played at 3 runs. And so here we go at the top of the 6th. And the sun is back. The little cloud cover that we had has moved on, and again the shade slowly creeping on the field, but not on the field yet. here we go. DeLucci up to bat. Eastside Catholic. Henson still on the mound for Rainier Beach. Top of the sixth. First pitch from Henson. No high. 1-0. Next pitch from Henson. Swing and a miss. DeLucci 1-1. Next pitch is low and inside. Pitch from Henson. Swung on. Hit to the shortstop. Gobbles it up. Throws to first. It's going to be close. And they're going to give that to the shortstop to AJ. Good catch there. And that'll be one down for Eastside Catholic. Nice play by the shortstop over there. Rainier Beach. Gasper up now. Pitch from Henson. A little behind. Almost hit him on the foot. Next pitch from Henson. Rocks, fires, swing and a miss. Be 1-1. Next pitch from Henson. That one bounces off the plate. Nobody on base, one down, top of the sixth. Pitch is high from Henson. 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. Strike, full count. Henson rocks, fires. Strike called. 2 down for Henson. That ball is slapped down the left field line. It's going to end up going foul for Powell. Top of the sixth, 2 down. Henson rocks, fires. This one is belted into center field. Center fielder on the run. He's not going to catch up with that one. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Now the second base going to take third. And that'll be a triple. That's a strike to Parsonson from Henson. Next pitch is high, pop up over on the first base side. That's going to be foul. Next pitch by Henson. Low. Here's the pitch from Henson, and that hits Parsonson on the left buttocks. He'll take first base. So runners on first and third now for Eastside Catholic. Henson still unknown. Swing and a deep foul ball down the right baseline. It's going to be fouled by a good 20 feet. High pop up. It'll be a long strike. Conley Porter. Next pitch by Henson. Base runner takes off. Runner from third comes home. And that'll be a run across for Eastside Catholic as Powell scores on the pass ball. And again, my scoring here has it 17-9 now. Unofficially. We don't have a scoreboard, and so we're trying to keep track of everything here. At the very least, we're close. Next pitch from Henson. That ball is stroked into left center. Center fielder gets there and makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So one more run comes across for Eastside Catholic. Make it 17-9, and we'll go here to the bottom of the sixth inning. Rainier Avenue Radio World bringing you high school baseball. Eastside Catholic JV team versus Rainier Beach Vikings varsity here is RB looking to build up their baseball program. They've got more players turning out for the program this year, and that's good to see, but it's just good to see all the kids back out here being able to play again this spring. Baseball, very short training camp, if you will, about a week to get players ready for this, and then you've got players who are also playing other sports. You've got some folks who playing basketball or trying to double up during this busy spring season. And I mentioned to you earlier, exciting story about Cleveland didn't have enough players to actually field the team, and 5 members of the wrestling team decided, let's play baseball just to make sure that these guys get a couple games in. They've had to cancel a couple games as well, but the spirit of high school sports coming through there and the camaraderie, it's one of the things that high school sports can do for an individual. Looking out for your teammates. So Beach will be back up to the plate here. All right, Henson at the plate. Henson smacks the ball into right center, just though beyond the reach of the second baseman, picked up by the right fielder. So Henson's back on base again. That'll bring up A.J. Williams. Porter. The throw over to first base to get Henson back to the bag. Henson once again takes the lead. 1 foot on the grass. Here's the pitch. It's high to A.J. Williams. It's pitch to Williams. That's a strike. 1-1. Pitch to Williams. Swung on. Center fielders has a beat on it. Makes the play. So Henson will have to remain at first base. So A.J. Williams flies out to the center fielder just in left center a little bit. So Ezra will be up to bat again. Ezra swing and a miss. Porter with a strike, up 0-2 now. This pitch from Porter. Swung on, foul, tipped, gets away from the catcher, but they'll run this one back. Next pitch from Porter. Again, foul tipped away. Porter hanging, or Ezra hanging in there at the plate. Here's a pitch from Conley Porter. This one hit into left field. Left fielder settles under it, makes the play. That'll be 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. (17-9) is the score. I have Taiwan up to bat now. Walked his last time up. Forced in a run. And Taiwan gets away from that pitch that got away from Porter and almost hit Taiwan. That pitch is low. Throw to first base from the catcher, Dylan P., and Henson gets back in there safely. Oh, wait, we may have a new catcher now. That pitch is high. Oh, strike, high strike called. Pitch. Taiwan ducks under that one. Out the stretch, here's the pitch. That one's going to go over Taiwan's head as well. Taiwan will take first base. That'll send Henson down to second base. And that will bring the Manuel back up to the plate again. With runners on first and second. A little high. Nice velocity on that pitch from Conley Porter, though. High heat. Runner at second takes a big lead. Here's the pitch. Little chopper to Porter. Porter goes to first base. And that will be an out and retire the side for Rainier Beach. So we'll go to the top of the seventh. Score still 17-9. Eastside Catholic JV on top of Rainier Beach varsity. Got a lot of stuff planned for you for June at Rainier Avenue Radio. Be sure and keep it locked all month long. We'll be bringing you Metro League basketball championships starting on Friday. And then again on the 8th as we get to the semifinals, and then the championships on June 11th. On June 9th, we'll be coming to you live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Live from Tulsa. We'll be talking there. Zach Bruner, who is a Tulsa resident, who is a descendant of Black Wall Street. And he's going to tell us a little about what's happening in Tulsa recently and the attention that they're getting now after years of having the race Tulsa massacre essentially covered up. And what this is doing for the community down there. We'll also give you a little visual tour, show you some of the sites to go to the new museum. And Zach, while we're interviewing him, is going to walk around and we'll see some of the new monuments and some of the historical sites down there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then we'll be bringing you a couple of Juneteenth events, one from Atlantic Studio Center, the other from Othello Park, brought to you by Holly Park. And then on June 21st, summer solstice, it's Make Music Day, the annual celebration all over the world of everybody making music, no matter your talent level. We'll be coming to you live from the waterfront, Pier 62 in Seattle, and then from a number of different locations around the city as we have buskers placed in places that don't usually have music. And this is going to be interactive, so you'll have an opportunity to engage, as well as we'll be providing harmonica lessons along with other interactive programs for youth. And Henson back out there again. Pitching for Rainier Beach. Dylan P. or Pay. Here's a pitch from Henson. Swing and a miss from Dylan P. 0-1. And Henson rocks and fires. That one's going to be high over the head. Catcher has to stand up. 1-1. Next pitch, that one high as well. 2-1. Henson rocks, fires, swung on, hit down the third baseline. Third baseman gets it. Throw gets past A.J. Williams over at first, heading into second base, and thinking about taking third is Dylan P., and he'll stay there at second base. And tough play for the third baseman. Long throw. A.J. Williams couldn't corral it, and so Dylan P. down to second base. Mole up to bat now as they were debating whether or not P should be given third base on the errant throw. This ball skipped past A.J. Williams over there at first base. There's the pitch. That one's high as well. Henson doing yeoman's job out there pitching for Rainier Beach. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1-1 for Mo. Pitch from Henson. High strike called. We'll give it to the ump. He's been consistent with that high strike call. 1-2 now. Henson out of the stretch. Next pitch. Tap down the third baseline. It's going to be foul. Beautiful day here at the Southeast Athletic Complex in Rainier Beach, the home of the Rainier Beach Vikings. This entire school eventually is going to be torn down and rebuilt again in a major construction project that will be taking place. That pitch is high. Mo looks up at it. Next pitch from Henson. Swing and belted down the left field line. Left fielder makes the catch. Nice catch there out there by the left fielder. D'Antoni up to bat now. D'Antonio. Strike from Henson. Next pitch from Henson. A little bit high and outside. Henson working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing down. Second baseman dives. Can't get it. That's going to get into the outfield there for the left fielder. And coming home for the score will be Dylan P. As Eastside Catholic plates another run. Eastside Catholic has put up a crooked number in every inning of this game. D'Antonio ends up on first base. The runner takes off to second, no throw. D'Antonio will make it to second base without being challenged. Pitches a little bit inside. Jaden Zhang up the bat. Zhang whips that bat around and puts it on his shoulder. Strike called on the inside corner. Pitch by Henson. Strike called. 2 strikes now on Jaden Zhang. Henson again. Tapper down the third baseline is going to be foul. Still 2 strikes on Jaden Jang. Swing and a miss. Strike three for Henson. 2 down now. It's going to bring up Luke Rhea. D'Antonio down there on third base, jumping around, distracting. Hit to the second baseman. Going to take that to first base to A.J. Williams, and that'll be out number 3 here. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. This will be the last chance for Rainier Beach to try and come back. But I've got
a new pitcher, but it's just a player swap. Right fielder's going out. Okay. Pitcher's going to right.
18 now. For Eastside Catholic. 9 for Rainier Beach. So if Rainier Beach can somehow score 9 runs, they can tie this game and send it in extra innings. Or if they can come up with 10, they can win the game. We got a new pitcher on the mound for Eastside Catholic. No, that's the same. No, that is Parsonson. Charlie Parsonson on the mound now for Eastside Catholic. Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. High school baseball, Eastside Catholic JV Crusaders taking on the Rainier Beach Vikings. High scoring game. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Eastside Catholic up 18-9 according to my unofficial records. I think I'm close, pretty close. Tony B subbing in for Juan Cotto. It's baseball broadcast. And afterwards, we will have a player of the game for both squads. Parsons pitches from the stretch. Tylon takes the first pitch, 1-0. Next pitch, that one in the dirt, 2-0. Stranger things have happened. Three-0 count now to Tylon. Rainier Beach needs base runners. Parsonson's next pitch. That's going to be high, and so first batter for Rainier Beach gets on. Well, that's how you start. If you want to come back, you got to get somebody on base. And Jordan will come up to bat again. Jordan playing shortstop and Big hit last time at bat. Cleared the bases. Pitch is low. Tylon dances off first base. 1-0 to Jordan. Parsons looks over first base. Next pitch, strike on the inside corner. 1-1. Next pitch, swung on and belted deep into center field. Center fielder right there underneath it makes the play. Back to first base goes Tylon. 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. And Andrew, who started out pitching this game, swing hit to the second baseman, over to second for 1, back to first, not in time. The ball gets away. So it'll be out number 2. Nice play out there by Jaden Zhang. All right, 2 down now. And Wander takes a strike. Wander, next pitch is popped up. And popped up right behind our Taylor Green. Next pitch by Parsonson. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. For Wander. That's going to do it for the game. We're going to be back with our players of the game.
Hammered that one, didn't he? Yeah. What's the first name? Charlie. Charlie.
Don't need to do anything anymore?
Oh, play for the game. Oh, my pleasure. So we are here at Rainier Beach, and our player of the game, outstanding job in it, Henson.
Burke Fawcett.
One more time?
Burke Fawcett.
Burke Foster.
Fawcett.
Burke Fawcett.
Yeah.
All right. And just a great job out there, you know, going out there for your team and trying to keep this game close. And I think you were 3 for 3 from the plate, couple big hits.
Uh-huh.
And so with that, we're going to award you the Metro League Player of the Game for Rainier Beach from the Seattle Mariners. Congratulations to you. You have 4 tickets that you'll get to choose the game to go from. And there's also a certificate in there where you'll have the opportunity to buy a souvenir or buy some food. Congratulations to you. Awesome game. And yeah, you want to take a picture? And you can just hold that Mariners envelope up there. There we go. There we go. A little bit higher there. Let's show the logo. A little bit. There we go. All right. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Have a fun time at the game and great job out here.
Thank you. Will do.
Thank
you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. One more.
I know, but stop wrapping around me.
So we'll got one more of these to present to our Eastside Catholic Player of the Game, courtesy of the Seattle Mariners. Thanks for powering these baseball broadcasts. It's me, Tony B. Rainier Avenue Radio, and again, 18-9 final score. Eastside Catholic JV squad. We'll get our Eastside Catholic player of the game over here. All right, here he comes. I am Tony. You're Charlie. You want to put these on for me? And then come over here. All the way over here look into the camera, Charlie. You are our player of the game.
Thank you.
For Eastside Catholic this week. Congratulations. Big hit over there. Nice play in center field as well. And for that, the Seattle Mariners want to present you with this. You get 4 tickets to a game.
Thank you.
And also, there's a certificate in there where you'll be able to pick up a souvenir or get yourself something to eat for being this week's player of the game. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
All right. Well done. Good game. Oh, and we got a picture for you, too.
All right. Headset on?
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to keep the headset on. Why not? We're doing an interview. Oh, hold that up so we can see what you got there. All right.
Thank you.
All right, Charlie. Great job. Fun watching you play.
Thanks for the interview.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to sign off here at Rainier Avenue Radio. Again, your final score here, 18-9. And that's going to be it. We'll be back with basketball tomorrow, playoff basketball, right here or on Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be at Seattle Prep for Eastside Catholic. For those Eastside Catholic fans out there, the girls are going to be taking on Seattle Prep Panthers. And then the Rainier Beach boys will be taking on the Seattle Prep Panthers boys. So we'll see you tomorrow. A lot of great programming all day. We're going to turn you back over to John Yasataki in Seattle Here and Now.